And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
For some reason, the Mars Attacks license is incredibly popular. Go figure, people really like that silly movie about aliens invading Earth and the comic book and book series and whatever. Well, this is licensed from the Topps card series. Here we have Mars Attacks 10-minute takedown. Now I'll admit, when I was shown this at Origins this year, as soon as they started demoing, I said, I want that game. I mean, on the spot. Because it was a flicking game, which if you've watched my reviews, you know I tend to like those type of games. And this one let you flick dice, makes me happy, and it was 10 minutes. Seems like a winning combo. Seems! Let's look. At the beginning of the game, you're going to put out these targets, one more than a number of players. So in a 4-player game, you'd set them up like this. This is a little bit more condensed than I would actually set it up. I'd make it a little bit wider, but I'm doing this for purposes of camera angles. Each player also gets a space saucer, and on your turn, you're going to put this die here in the middle of your space saucer, and you're going to flick out the die. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to make the die land on targets. Let's say I had missed the target, then I would simply put my flying saucer where that target is, and I would go again next time. If someone else makes it land on top of mine, they put their thing there, and I have to go back to start, back to home, essentially. If I land on a target, so let's say I land on this target here, if the symbol on the die does not match the symbol on the target, so here you can see the white symbol does not match the green one, then I get the smallest numbered rings. So here, and it's the biggest ring. So I take a 1, and I put it in front of me. I have 1 point. If the symbol had matched the target, then I would take this, flip it over, and now it's worth 2. The target also gets smaller, so the next time someone hits it, they're either going to get 2 or 3 if they match a symbol, and the next time someone hits it, they're going to get 3 or 4. Also, when you do take a target, your flying saucer will once again be returned to home, and you keep going again. You do this until all the targets are gone, and then you simply take all the rings that you have, add the points together, and whoever has the most points is the winner. Yeah, I really do like this game. I mean, the Mars Attacks theming, it is what it is, but I like how when you land, and the game's kind of self-balancing, because if you're good at the game and hit it, the rings get smaller and smaller. It's pretty hard to hit these inner rings, actually. But they're not like that many points either. I mean, they're 3 and 4 as opposed to 1 and 2. You know, they're worth more points, but you're always kind of in it till the end, and the game literally does take around 10 minutes, as even with the full complement of 4 players. The die is fine. I mean, the die has different symbols on it. There's 2 of each symbol, so you're like, okay, I'm going for that one. So I'm going to place the die here. When I flick it, it should roll like this. I guess there's a tiniest bit of strategy in there, but it's basically just flicking. That's all the game is. And landing on other people. It's a fun game, and it's a silly game. I'm not a big fan of this box with the open lid at the top and dumping the components out. I'm going to find some sort of better box to keep it, because, yes, I am keeping it. This is one that I can bring out easily. Everyone's Martians, and they're trying to invade Earth first, and the theme will possibly attract people, but the gameplay will definitely get people, and it's something to play while you're waiting for everyone else to show up and such. So, cool little game. I was pleased by it. Highly entertained. Dice Tower Judgment into my collection.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Hörru, stäng dörren!